Alright, let's try this setup out. See if we can get it working. Looks like audio's synced here. Let's see how it is here. Is it working here? Perfect. All right, and yeah, if you're seeing this and you want to leave a comment just to see if my commenting is working, that'd be nice. Okay, and I have to figure out how I'm going to do this now because I only have one screen. So to build it. All right, happy Halloween. If you're seeing this and you can leave a comment, that would be helpful because then I could know that this is working. Let's see here. From transistor.fm. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it is working. Perfect. Yeah, let's try to figure out if we can make this work. Hey Duncan, how's it going? Hey Alan, good to see ya. All right, so I'm gonna try to set up my screen here so that it actually makes sense. I just set up a new machine, so it might be a challenge for me to figure out how to how to make all this work, but I can show you, I think, what I'm thinking about here. So let's switch to here. All right, and let's actually make one more change here. We'll put this over here. Okay. All right. So I want to build a frequently asked questions section, and part of my thinking here is that I want to be able to reuse these frequently asked questions in different places. Oh, that's Carter. That's a whole other monkey wrench. That might be too much for me today. I have heard of that though. But let me show you how I was originally thinking about doing this, and then maybe how I'm going to modify it. So originally, I was thinking about using this concept of globals, and it's just like a set of content, and I would add in the frequently asked question, and then if I wanted to call that particular question and answer in a page, I could do that using these handlebar variables or whatever these things are. So you can see I've got two right here. If we preview this page, you can see the frequently asked questions are kind of seamlessly added in here, which is pretty cool. And what Duncan is saying is exactly the feedback that I got, which was a collection might be better. Yeah, so this approach would mean updating the field set each time you want to add a new FAQ. Is that how you guys say it? Frequently? FAQ? Is that the shorthand? Each time you want to add a new frequently asked question. So James, James, I'm not sure if it was you I was talking to in Discord. Are you the same James? James Blair? This approach that James is talking about is what I'm going to try to implement. So here's all of James's notes for me. And once again, I am a complete dummy when it comes to this stuff. And so we'll see. We'll see if I can figure this out. I'm going to follow these instructions and we'll see how far we get. So let's start by adding a new collection, right? So we've got blog. How do I create a new collection? Let's create a new collection. Statamic. All right. So Aaron is saying it's in configure. You mean in settings? Got field sets, got content. Here we go. So we're going to create a collection. We're going to call it facts. And small s maybe. And handlebars variable name. I think we will call this facts, right? That's good. That means confirmation. It's kind of like turning the nuclear key, Aaron. When all three people say it's okay, then we do it, right? All right. And now I kind of wish I'd looked at how I had the blog one set up, because I did this myself. Field set is content blocks. So we're going to want to do something like this, I guess, right? But I probably want something like that. You only need the field set, same one used as the set in your global. So, oh, I can reuse this one. Okay. All right, let's just save this, see what happens. So now I have facts. And why don't we copy a few of these over? Let's move that over here. And let's create one. Oh, I see, but I gotta reuse. Okay, wait a second, we gotta go back to this field set. This field set's messed up now. And And maybe, let's see what I've got here. Now here's a question. Can I just reuse this content blocks field set? I should be able to, right? Instead of... Yeah. And I'm wondering if I can actually just replicate these ones, James. Okay, so you think just maybe not as fancy. Okay. Again, there's agreement between the two nuclear key holders, although Duncan hasn't said, but let's just take this as... So let's edit this one here. No, let's delete this one. Delete that. And we'll make this the answer. And we'll create a new field. We call this one question. I'm going to move that up there. So now we have question and answer. Okay. Add the title field and change the label to question. Oh, so you're saying instead of this text field? Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay, so let's delete this one. I was wondering about that, actually. I wish I could change this field variable, but... okay, let's save this. If we go to collections, we go here, we should be able to paste in stuff like this. And will this even work if I do this? I need a template for this. So what do I have here? Yeah, I need to come up with a template. This one's just called article. What happens if I just choose that one? Oh. Aaron's saying I don't need a template if I'm going to suck it in somewhere else. Okay. Okay. Let's close some tabs and go back and see James's thing here. Okay, we'll go back here. James's thing to keep it blank. So we'll do that. All right. You'll be adding a set into Bard called FactBlock or whatever you like, and then add fields for replicator to that set. Now I got to remember, how do we add a block again? I got to remember how I did that. I actually just wrote out instructions on this for John. So this is the block. Oh, he's saying we can even be simpler. I just need to know my next step here because, okay, let's just go in here. I don't yet have the, I don't have facts yet. Okay. The field set for that page. Oh, I see. I've got... How do I have that set up? Are you talking about... How come I can't remember how I set this up? Because I have do I need to set it up like this? Field sets and configure. I have content blocks. Image, HTML, pricing. Okay, so you want me to add it here. Okay, so I'm adding a new field here. This is where I always get mixed up. This is what I wrote a big article on for John to explain to him. What am I setting up in here? Add another content block. Collection. And oh, I'm outside of content. This is bad UI. This is bad UI. You want me to add a set. Do you folks see how this is confusing? Now, can I name this facts, or is that going to mess me up later? Is Jack McDade watching right now? Because that add new field thing and add set, very confusing. All right, and I can just add it like this. Okay, let's do it. Oh, and I'm gonna add a collection. And what do I want to call this? Fac content?
Back in USSR.
Fac content? Is that should that be the display variable? Oh, collection singular. You got to be kidding me. Collection singular. Jesus. I love these delayed. Oh, this is amazing. This is super fun, isn't it? Isn't it, James Blair? Okay. And I can name it whatever. I always worry about variables. Okay, well, give me a better name. Aaron, what do you think? I gotta get some water anyway. So fun. All right, so what should we name this thing? Maybe just fac? Oh yeah, I see. But in terms of the variable, that's what's stressing me out. That's what's giving me some anxiety. Is this the right variable? Yeah, all right. Yeah, what was your naming take? Your naming take was fac block. I think that's what we should call it. Fac block. Okay, so close this. Save. Then add field for replicator to that set. And in that replicator, oh my god, I've never even heard of this. So, what are you saying here? Add a field for a replicator. Or are we still using this crazy thing? Or is the collection a replacement for this? Don't worry about that. Wait, think you need to set the collection on the field set. Okay. So what do we do with that here? This part? Because we forgot to choose the collection to pick from. How do we do that? Extras. All right, extras tab. And the collection, oh, look at that. Facts. And do we need anything else in here? Yeah, dealing with this delay is fun on both sides. You probably want to set max to 1. Okay. All right, that it? Save that. Now we can't use this yet, can we? We still got to do some more stuff. Facts. Oh! Do you think that worked already? No way. No, not yet. Didn't work yet, right? No. Yeah, it's not here yet, right? Now we need to change the template. All right, that's where I was before, right? Sweet, we got it showing up in the UI, but now I need to have if type facts, right? And how do I want to display this? If type equals facts, what do I want to put here? Have you written that down somewhere? Yeah, type fact block. All right, fact block. See, those, figuring out which variables apply to which places, that still confuses me. And is this right? Pull open your data file for this page. We'll help guide you through. How do I do that, James? What do you mean the data file? Like the actual. I just don't know what you mean by which directory is that in? Oh, I might not. Oh, content save. I'm gonna have to reopen this. I think I'm only in the template section here. Let's go way back. Let's go here. And are you talking about the YAML file? I don't understand. I should delete this facts global. That's going to confuse things. Pages about YAML. I think these all use the post field set on the default template, and then blog posts use an article template. You want to see the actual See, I think the way I've done this in the past is, where is it? Themes, partials, blocks. Where's that? Let's keep this open. Oh wait, I didn't even add it. I added it here. Gotta add it to that default block anyway. Let's do that just so these are. Does that work? If I just add it in there? Save and continue. You guys yelling at me in here? No? It's not a partial though, right? Is it just facts that I use? I'm just gonna keep saving stuff. Okay. Where are you? What? You could grab me here. Oh wait, what's James saying? Yeah, I can do audio if you want as well. Oh, good. Vineet, I'm not sure if you're asking what the CMS is. The CMS is Statamic. The software I'm using to do all this streaming is Restream plus other stuff. Okay, so I'm on the right track. Let's go back here. Back block, because these are, I've basically got article and default, and then yeah, home is different. Okay, so fact block, but we got to see. Yeah, I'm using, you can see all that at, yeah. All right, so, yeah, let's do audio. Let's see if this works. Sorry, I coughed right when I called you.
Hey, good. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you great. I'm gonna mute the YouTube because that's too much.
Hey man, thanks for helping me with this.
Yeah, happy to help.
So, I always forget how this works. I that were you saying that I understand this part here? What is this supposed to reference here?
Your FAQ field set on the collection.
Okay, and so
Okay, yeah.
Is
So
that-
what I would try doing, what would help, is this default template is what's being rendered on that about page. Is that right?
Yeah.
So throw a dump in where you have FAQs. Sorry, on the template. No, you had it. You had it right on that template. A dump
Like you want
tag.
to
So
you want to go back and see, like you want to see this part.
yeah, go back to your editor
Mm-hmm.
and where you
Oh,
had
you've got delay. Let me see. Can can we share screens on this?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is way better. This is you're gonna be dying with the other one. All right. Can you see my screen in real time now?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Okay.
great. Much better.
All right. So here we are. Let's just focus just on this. So this is what.
Okay, yeah, we're on the about page for the index, and you're in the post content loop right there. So that's your Bard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do a split screen between the index MD and then that default HTML.
Okay. Let's make this bigger.
Nice. Okay. And to confirm, this is the field set being loaded in, or the template being used for this page.
Yeah, I think so, because it said, if we go back.
Yeah, it looks like it. Okay.
What did this say?
So-
Field set post template default.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's the one that's really applying right there. Kind of an odd place to have a folder.yaml, but I think we're right. The default should be what's loaded. So let's go back to that default. And so see, like, we're in that post content loop right there, which matches up to what your index file says. So we're in that post content loop, and each time we're saying, hey, if the type equals this type, then let's go into that loop and print all these variables out. And so
Yeah.
it says if type FAQ block. I was wrong about that. Your type, the set is FAQs. So
Okay.
it would be if type FAQs, and then inside that where it says FAQs, you're going to want to put the FAQ block. But you see how it's saving the ID right there?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that we're dealing with a related content. And so you're going to have to start another loop. So put a relate : FAQ block. Or actually, there's a short. You want the shortcut?
Sure.
Yeah, I did ask a question.
You were going to tell me to do this?
They said they have used SharePoint before.
Yeah, and then you'd have to make that a loop.
Oh,
And then
okay.
inside that loop, you'd have the title and the answer, which is what you set up on the field set for the FAQ.
Okay.
So that ID is the entry into your FAQ collection. And so you're saying, hey, go get me that FAQ with this ID, and let's print out the title and the question. So
Yeah.
probably to start, I would
Yeah.
copy that line, then like close the loop, the relate loop.
So let's go forward.
Um,
Assuming that that's fine.
Sorry, you want me to copy this line?
Yeah, or little shortcut, Option Shift down. We'll copy line, put it on the next line,
Okay.
and then
Nice.
go close that loop on that end right there. So put a slash after the second relate.
Right here? How do we close
Yeah,
it?
that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's it. So just think like any loop you have, the two tag pairs. And so inside
Yeah.
that, let's return the line, and then
Okay.
print out title. So in antlers, sorry, put it in a variable. And then the next one, I think you called the variable question or answer, right? As a
Yeah.
Bard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
let's just see what we get with that. That should
Sure.
print it out.
Okay, so we'll get that during the kickoff. Everybody will be editors.
Excuse me, sorry, I'm coughing.
Not just you.
Did that work?
My question is,
Let's see
So
here.
it's right above
restrictions just
Transistor story so far.
as well.
Yeah, you've got it in there. Oh, now you do. Now it's now save and continue that.
And then, oh yeah, it is there. Okay, perfect. Sweet.
Yeah,
And so
okay.
now,
So now you can style it however you want, or if you had a partial block for the FAQ, you could use that.
oh, okay, so so this is why I've been using these things. This is how I'm styling this stuff.
Yeah.
So I could replicate.
Yeah, the contract is not being able to review all the other-
Like I could pull this stuff into a block
other portions that they want them to see.
Mhm.
and then just call over here. I could just call partial whatever.
FAQ. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you want to call it. Sure.
And I can. Am I allowed to? I can call it a.
Awesome.
Okay, let's just take one of these examples. What am I doing here? CTA embed.
Do you want to talk
So-
to Ray and see if she can still access some of her
If I wanted to keep this,
organization that they used on a previous project, and see if something similar can be added?
but I could also style it here if I wanted to. Is that right?
Sure,
Like
yeah.
can I use HTML in here? Like I can go H2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for example.
In fact, you should. Usually, what I'll do is I'll put everything in one big file. Then once it gets really big and hairy, then I'll start moving things out to partials.
Yeah, and you know what confused me later on is I just copied what Jack had done in my personal site, and so then I'm like, what the hell? Why do I have? Okay, there's partials, and then there's blocks, and then. But I think if I had built it out like this, now this is starting to make some more sense here. As long as answers still have some HTML in them, yeah, they do. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I
so-
believe you made the answer a Bard, so it should print out HTML.
Yeah. And then the only other thing is, are we getting some weird spacing here? We make podcasting less confusing. Why do I need transistor? The story so far. Oh yeah, see, I'm gonna have to figure out. This is probably where I have to. I can figure that stuff out though. That's. I think I've got.
Has to have the two different projects. That should be
This is wrapped in something it shouldn't be. But I can figure
Yeah,
that out.
because you put it in that block back there.
Oh, I've got this right here.
Yeah.
I wonder if I even need any of that because it's already in something else.
Yeah.
Let's try that. Let's just try that out. Sweet. And so,
Well, is it actually in something else? I guess it looks like
yeah,
it
it
is.
looks like it's fine. Yeah, I think it's. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's a little bit out.
Yeah. I mean, all your other ones are. So think of what you've done with those partials inside of your page data loop there.
Yeah.
They should all basically look the same. Like they all have
Yeah.
that same basic class there, so that's great. I think that's a good way to do it. One thing I might say though is I would use else if type for all the subsequent ones.
Else if type for all the subsequent.
So like the first one is if type text,
Mm-hmm.
and it says if type image. I
Mm-hmm.
guess it still works. I guess I've always just done it the other way, where that's like if type text then else if. That way you don't have to have a closing if statement every time. It's just else if for every one of those
Gotcha.
blocks.
Yeah.
And then I sent you a Discord message with just how to use the get modifier. So we made that relate tag or relate FAQ block little loop.
Mm-hmm.
You could just do this where you go FAQ block divider and then get title, and that will scope you into like instead of loop. What you have works totally fine. No reason to have to change it at all. But sometimes if you like just want to get the title, instead of having to do like a whole loop just to get one variable, it's super annoying.
Yeah.
You could just do just do it that way.
Yeah, this might be nice though, because I might need some
Yeah.
this stuff broken out so I can style
Yeah,
it.
and that's great.
Dude, this is great. So I'm gonna, and theoretically, if I add something else to this collection, test question 2.
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to add that in here as well.
The only thing you've done is because we set that max to 1,
Mm-hmm.
you're only able to select like one FAQ, which works perfectly, I guess, for what you're doing. So nothing wrong with that. But if you wanted to select multiple, then probably that whole markup would have to change with it. But I think you're good if you just want to select one each time.
Yeah, no, this is perfect.
Then yeah, perfect.
James, thank you so much, man. And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of my old thing. Yes, Duncan, this is a new monitor. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of, because this is way more flexible moving forward.
Oh yeah. Yeah, otherwise you'd be adding, and you'd have to like call it something different every time, like FAQ block this, FAQ block that from the global set. It just, yeah, it would be messy.
So I can keep the field set, but I want to just delete this here. Is there any disadvantage to doing this? I just did it, so I guess it doesn't
No,
matter.
I would definitely say it's the way to go.
Yeah, this is way more flexible than what I was thinking. So thank you for helping me set this up.
Of course. Another little tip, and usually we're building client sites for this kind of things, but sometimes in the instructions for that FAQs block inside that BARD set, sometimes I'll put a link saying, oh, if you want to add a new FAQ, go here.
Oh yeah.
And, like link yourself to the collection, like add a new entry there, because it's super annoying. Like, oh, I gotta go like save this, leave out, go back.
Where do you put instructions?
So your field set you're looking for is actually the about, or the default, whatever, not the page.
Oh yeah, the default one, yeah.
Yeah. So open up that content.
This one right here.
Oh no, so where'd you have like all the sets? All right.
You're talking about.
Sorry, you're in the control panel. Let's go back to field sets.
Yeah, field sets. We've got content blocks.
Content blocks.
Probably content blocks. Yeah.
Yep. And so if you go to that set we added, the FAQ set.
Oh, right here.
And then on it, right there, you can add instructions right there. But those actually aren't useful if you don't want that one. That shows up when you want to add a block.
Okay.
You block field set, the collection field set, and go to edit it.
Oh, right here.
And then in the instructions. And so I think the link is probably like, /cp/collections. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's markdown, so you can do the parentheses bracket notation.
So,
make it
yeah. So you just link to. You're saying like you're gonna actually link to the. You'll link to this part
either
here.
link to that or even that create entry, but usually I just link right here. And just grab the end of it.
So to add or edit FAQs, go here.
Yeah. Yep. And then it's marked down to just.
So I can just.
Yep. Nailed it.
Beauty, dude.
Like a pro.
Well, thanks so much, man. That was a lot less painful once we got on the phone.
Both ends.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm gonna clean this up, but yeah, thanks so much, man. That was really helpful.
Yep. Good luck with the rest of it.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Bye.
All right. How do we get off this phone now? Oh, here we go. Leave call. Sweet. That was James Blair. How do we see James's profile here? Oh, he's got no notes or anything. He must have something. This is James right here.
Refresh the page. This is the other issue. So now-
Lion's Mouth digital. Thanks, James. That was awesome. Can I leave
Boom.
notes in here? Doesn't look like I can.
Grab that.
All right, folks, I'm going to clean this up because now that we got this basic structure in, yeah, I can start adding frequently asked questions. So I'll do that. Thanks for letting me test this new setup. I think it worked pretty good.
You're still on there. 'Cause you just said-
And eventually I'll figure out how to make all of this work. But yeah, seems to be pretty good. Got the
Now you can never move
real camera here and
That's how it's supposed to be.
the new machine, which seems to run this a lot faster now. So thumbs up.
Go to all posts.
And sorry, Mr. T, I couldn't get to any of your stuff. This all seemed like good advice for a noob like me, but
That's so my one bug.
didn't get to it in time. One thing at a time. All right, see you folks.